Show you how I am decorating a two-tiered cake, which the theme is basically a gold Chanel, and it needs to be done with gold. I have a gold powder which I mix with vodka. It's very good, and it has a very good paste, and it helps me a lot to decorate the fondant. I usually do it with maybe 2 layers depending on how gold I want it to be, but this one I tried first with one to see how it comes out, and then I'm gonna redo it again. I have to paint 2 bags. You will see the results in the end of the video. I started by doing the bags literally a day before I needed to do the cake. So I let it dry on a room temperature because it's much better if it gets hardened enough and it's not sticking to your fingers. So the rest of the decorations, I've done them literally on the day that I needed to decorate them. I covered my cake with white chocolate ganache mixed with butter. I posted the recipe on my channel, and you can check it out. It's somewhere between the literally the new ones, and you can find them over there. I also repainted the second one here as well. What I usually use is any fondant you can find. If you start as a beginner, if you live in UK, I used to get my fondant from Morrison's and Tesco's, which they're very good quality. I do not suggest you the little one because the little one cracks really hard, and you really don't want your fondant to be cracking too much. But the Tesco one and the Morrison one is a very good quality. When you start investing in the long term, you can buy them off Amazon as well. Amazon has some very good fondants. They're a bit more expensive, but it's worth to try, and you can compare, and then you can stick with whichever you want. When I work with fondant on a table, what I usually do, either use icing sugar, so it's not going to stick to my table, either you use corn flour. Today I decided to use icing sugar, but you can use corn flour as well, whichever you have at home, a bit more or whichever you prefer. It doesn't really matter. And that's it. To stick my dovers at the bottom, I usually buy them off Amazon. As soon as YouTube lets me, I'm gonna post my Amazon shopping basket, so it's gonna be a bit easier for you guys to see what I'm buying and how much I'm spending on, and you can see how of a good quality you like. I usually measure the way some people do it differently. Some people just enter it and just leave them like that and cut them inside. I don't. I usually measure it with my finger because it helps, and then I go maybe half an inch or half a millimeter down, and then it's just gonna be perfect. I usually put 4 at the bottom and then 1 main one in the middle. You'll see it in a bit. And to stick the 2 cakes together, I usually use white chocolate. The reason why I use white chocolate is because it sticks really well, the 2 cakes together. It's one of the best glues you can use in a bakery, literally the best one, and your cake is not gonna move, your cake is not gonna have any troubles, your cake is not going to move whatsoever on a drive, on a delivery, or whoever is going to pick it up for you. And now I'm going to start decorating basically the cake. I pre-made, as I told you, the bags. Some of them, one of them needs to go on top, the other one needs to go at the bottom. The bow as well, I pre-prepared it, and I'm gonna paint it on it. To be honest with you, I wasn't in the mood. I was really tired last night, and I didn't feel like decorating it last night, so I said I'm gonna decorate it now on the cake. I'm gonna show you the picture if you want of what the customer asked me, and you can see what I've done. I mean, I'm really proud of the result. It came out really well, and the customer is extremely pleased. Her daughter is going to turn, I think, 13, and she wanted a really nice Chanel cake because you know how kids are nowadays, all about the brand. And I just started literally doing this. And I'm going to add a couple of more white fondants on top and on the side, so it's going to be covered basically the lines between the cakes. You can use buttercream as well, you can use icing as well, but because the cake was decorated in this way, I had to use white fondant as well.